Hey guys, so today I've got Tony.
Yeah.
So Tony, do you want to tell the viewers what is it? What's your profession?
I'm a joiner by trade. I've been doing it for close to 15 years now, probably. Yeah, I'm just physical job every day, lifting, carrying, you know, the ins and outs of the grind, as we say. But yeah, that's me.
So this video is a catch up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we last met 3 years ago?
I think it was just before COVID. Yeah, around 2019. I think it was our
So
first.
yeah,
session,
two and a half years ago.
Yeah.
And you came in for an assessment session, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And do you want to tell the viewers what the main issue was?
So basically, I had a lot of problems with my back where I was under the physiotherapist for I think 7 years in Fazakerley Hospital. Every 2 weeks go and get me back adjusted, getting all the different things like the knots and the pressure points, and it didn't do nothing. I was in there every other week. I come out in agony for the next 48 hours. If anyone's ever been to physio, they'll know what I mean. And then after that, it went away for maybe 4 or 5 days, but then it was right back as soon as the treatment wore off type thing. I seen your name through a friend on Facebook, I think it was, or the BMI or something along them lines. Got in touch with yourself, come and had one session, which was only an assessment.
No treatment, it was an assessment.
I literally had a consultation which lasted about an hour with 5 minutes of physical work at the end of it. And off the back of that, I've been non-stop for 3 years, running, jumping, skipping, everything you can think of, just making the most of it.
So you went from struggling to move?
Yeah, well, I couldn't. The only way I can explain it in simple terms, in very short, is I could not even tie my lace without picking my leg up. I could not bend down to my lace. I had to pick my leg up to bring it up to me to tie my lace. The first 3 years of my daughter's life, I couldn't really. Don't get me wrong, I did pick it up, but it was a struggle and it hurt. Whereas nowadays she's 5 or 6 years older. Well, she's 9 now.
Wow.
And now she's 9. She's nearly the same size as me, and I can throw her on top of my head. You know what I mean? It's the difference is night and day, basically, from one session. And I can't thank you enough, mate. To be honest, it's changed my life massively. So yeah, that's.
And I know work-wise, that's changed for you as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, as you know, when we met, I'd literally just started my business.
Literally, a few weeks in.
I think I was 7 or 8 days into the business when I met you, and since then, and as we say, we're only going back 2.5 years. I've got, you know, in the past 3 years, I've probably went through about 20 different lads, obviously trying to find the right people and stuff. But now I've got a solid team of 4 with a couple of other lads who come in and go. Obviously, as and when we need them, but yeah, we've got a solid core of 4 lads who are perfect. The business is non-stop. We've got work right up till, I'm saying April to be conservative, but I think I'd say more like September next year, not this year. So as I say,
at least about a year's worth of work,
at least,
all penciled in.
Yeah, all penciled in, and plus I'm probably turning 2 to 3 jobs a week away as well, on top of that. But the great thing is I'm not only working, I've also got my spare time, my free time now, whereas, as I say, before the accident, before the treatment, because I couldn't go as fast, the jobs lasted longer, so the free time wasn't there, if you know what I mean, whereas now, the jobs are getting smashed out, I'm going home, I'm in the house every day near enough at 3 o'clock, and then I have an hour or so for myself to do my own thing, and then my daughter and the missus come in, and we spend time, and as I say, I've just got the lifestyle's so much better just after one session. Do you know what I mean? It really is.
Just the one assessment?
One assessment, mate.
And the pain hasn't really come back, has it?
No.
Once or twice a year?
We have little episodes, but most of the little episodes come off the back of a really physical job. So day-to-day stuff, the day-to-day is what caused all the problems, because the day-to-day stuff was what was causing the problems in the back, and the problems walking, and the problems doing everything. Whereas now they're not a problem no more. The problem only comes when it's a real physical day, and then maybe a week after I'll have a couple of niggles in the back. But on the whole, as I say, it's totally changed my life for the better, just off one assessment, which I keep saying you're a wizard. I don't know how you've done it. I really don't.
But yeah, business has been obviously grown that much. You've got 4 team members.
Yeah.
Family life is so much better.
So much better.
Obviously, mood-wise, much calmer, because when you're suffering, it's the pain.
You're on the edge, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's you're on the brink of snapping at every single person that says something, and that's how I think everyone must have just thought I was just a dead angry person. But I was genuinely in that much pain every day that I never had time to be messing around with people and talk. And I was dead snappy. Whereas, as you say, now again I'm back to my old self before
Super
all the
chilled
pain.
out.
I'm nice, and I mean when I was a kid, people used to say you're full asleep standing up. You're that laid back. Whereas that's what I'm getting back to. I'm not quite there yet. I'm still a bit like jumpy.
We'll get there.
Yeah, but I'm getting there. You know what I mean? And that's, as I say, that's why I spoke to you today about maybe booking the rest now, and let's get through the full
The full work schedule.
full work schedule. Yeah, and just fix it for life now. Let's not mess around, because as you say, there's a couple of things you can look at, like the money, the time, but over your course of your life, I don't think the money could even compare to the lifestyle, if you know what I mean. I could spend 20 grand and it still wouldn't even be close. It's because the lifestyle I've got now is totally different than what I had. So that's yeah, I can't thank you, mate, enough. That's all I can say. It's totally changed my life for the better.
It was,
So, yeah, great.
But I think for someone in this situation, it's more of the quality of life.
Yeah.
Because now you mentioned with your daughter,
Yeah.
when she was little, you can't get that time back.
No.
But what has happened since the assessment session, you guys have grown much closer,
Yeah.
and you're having loads of playing, and like say, she's like climbing all over you and having loads of fun.
That's it.
It's
Even like
giving
going
you
out with the
quality
baby,
back.
taking her out with even little things like taking her out for a walk with dogs. You know that. I had a big dog that an Akita Cross Rottweiler, and he was dead good on the lead. You could walk, no stress on my back whatsoever. I got these little puppies last year because the big one went. We had to get him put down, and we got a little. He's like a French bulldog, about this big, and the power in him when he's pulling you. So obviously that started kicking it off again at first, but then I carried on doing my exercise, like I said, and I'm doing what you told me to do. And now again, it's easy. He's walking. He has a little tug, but I'm a lot stronger than him now, whereas I never used to be. Do you know what I mean? So even things like that, little simple things that people take for granted, just getting up, throwing your shoes on, and taking the dog for a walk, I couldn't do that because it was too much pain. It wasn't worth the hassle. So I'd leave that, let me missus take it out. Whereas now, I'm putting my shoes on, both dogs and the baby. Let's go. And we go for a walk around the park rather than around the block, you know what I mean? So
Before the missus is ready.
yeah, well, I think she hates me a bit now because I can't keep still. So yeah, she's happy just that I'm out the house, I think, most of the time.
So for those that are kind of on the fence, and ahhing, what would you say?
I'd just go for it, 100%. Like you literally don't know what he can do for you till you get here. And like I say, I was under a hospital, a medical professional who's got all the things on the wall, and he's saying he's this and that, and he didn't do nothing for me. And then I come to see you, and I didn't even know what you did, but I come to see you, and it worked. And that's all I can say. It's worked perfect for me. So I mean, every each to their own, but I personally would recommend it. Well, I have recommended it to every single person I know, so I would recommend it to every person I don't know as well. Yeah, and just as I said, just do it. Just even if you don't want to commit, just come and see him, and let him do the assessment with you, and get a feel for what he does, and you know.
Because a bit like Tony,
yeah,
just from one assessment, 3 years down the line, or 2.5 years down the line,
feeling strong.
business is going well.
Yeah.
Personal life is going well.
Yeah.
Life is a hell of a lot different
Mate, life's great.
to before.
Life's really good. I can't complain. I'll be honest. Life's great. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I say, that's the main thing. The main thing for me was just being mobile again. That's because obviously my job, I need to be for my job, and that's where the most pressure come from. I was getting angry because I couldn't do the things I wanted to do. But as I say, now it's not even an issue. It's just I'd never turn a job down anymore because of that. If you know what I mean. Whereas I did used to do that. Whereas now it's like, no, come on, all comers. I'll take everything at the same time. Let's do it all, and I don't mind. I'm right in there. So.
Brilliant.
Yeah, great, mate. As I say, can't thank you enough, pal. Really, really good session, really good person, and Fernand as a person as well. I can't, like I say, he's one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, and
Excellent.
so helpful, so friendly, nice crack with you. You know what I mean? We have a bit of banter, a bit of a laugh. So yeah,
It's not all serious stuff.
No, that's it, mate. And as I say, and that's what puts me more at ease, because I go, like I say, I was in that physio for years, and everything's you're just a number. to them. You're not a person. You go in and it's like, Mr. Brown, in there, get on the bed, lie down, don't speak to me, let's do this, out. And it was like an ongoing conveyor belt. Whereas, like you say, I've been here probably been sitting here for an hour with you.
Yep.
We've talked about everything else apart from the back. And then we started talking about the back for, 20 minutes? And as I say, and then that's what I love about it. We can come and have a gab and have a chat and get things done at the same time. So yeah, I would 100% recommend everyone to phone the man and get in touch and get yourself sorted, pain free. Yeah.
So brilliant working with you.
Yeah, and you too, mate.
Get things all locked in to get all done dusted.
Yeah, let's get the final hurdle over with, and you know, man, you never know, might be a gymnast by this time next year. 40-year-old gymnast. But yeah,
know.
Well, that's it, mate. That's the goal. But yeah, I'm really happy with you, mate. I can't thank you enough, like I said. So yeah,
Awesome.
we'll be sorting out.
Thanks, man.
Perfect, mate.